Once upon a time, in a small, friendly town surrounded by green fields and tall, swaying trees, there lived a cheerful young boy named Sammy. Sammy had bright, curious eyes that sparkled with excitement and a big, happy smile that made everyone around him feel warm and welcome. Sammy was always ready for an adventure, no matter how big or small. Sammy's very best friend in the whole world was his pet dog, Witty. Witty was a fluffy, white dog with the softest fur you could ever imagine. He had cute, floppy ears that bounced when he ran, and a tail that wagged so much it looked like a little white flag waving in the wind. Witty loved Sammy more than anything, and he always wanted to be by his side. One cool, rainy morning, Sammy woke up to the sound of raindrops tapping gently on his window. He stretched and yawned, then looked over to see Witty already awake, sitting at the foot of the bed with his tail wagging and his big brown eyes shining.
"Good morning, Witty," Sammy said with a giggle. "It's raining today. That means we get to have an indoor adventure."
Witty barked softly, as if to say, "Hooray. I love adventures with you, Sammy." After breakfast, Sammy's mom brought in a big, empty cardboard box. She smiled and said, "Why don't you and Witty use this box to build something fun today?"
Sammy's eyes lit up. He loved building things, and he loved spending time with Witty. "Let's build a secret fort, Witty," Sammy whispered. Witty wagged his tail even faster, already excited for their new adventure. Sammy and Witty gathered all the things they needed.
They found soft pillows, cozy blankets, and Sammy's favorite storybooks.
Witty brought his squeaky bone and his special blue blanket.
Together, they dragged everything into the living room and started building. First, they turned the box on its side to make the walls of their fort. Sammy draped blankets over the top to make a roof, and he stacked pillows inside to make it super soft and comfy. He even hung a flashlight from the inside so their fort would glow like a lantern. When they were finished, Sammy and Witty crawled inside and looked around. "It's perfect," Sammy said, hugging Witty close.
"This is our very own secret fort." Witty barked happily and snuggled up next to Sammy.
The rain outside made a soft, gentle sound, like a lullaby, and the fort felt warm and safe. Inside the fort, Sammy opened his favorite book and began to read out loud. Witty listened carefully, his head resting on Sammy's knee. Sometimes, Witty would close his eyes and dream about the stories Sammy read. Other times, he would nuzzle closer, loving the sound of Sammy's gentle voice. After reading for a while, Sammy had a fun idea.
"Let's pretend we're explorers in a magical forest," he said.
Witty's ears perked up, and he gave a happy bark. Sammy closed his eyes and imagined their fort was deep in a magical forest, full of tall trees, singing birds, and sparkling streams. He told Witty all about the friendly animals they might meet, like wise old owls, playful squirrels, and gentle deer.
Suddenly, they heard a soft giggle outside the fort. It was Sammy's little sister, Mia.
Mia was shy, with big brown eyes and a sweet smile.
She peeked inside the fort and whispered, "Can I join your adventure?"
Sammy grinned and said, "Of course, Mia."
"There's always room for one more explorer."
Mia crawled inside, bringing her favorite stuffed bunny.
Witty gave her a gentle lick on the hand, making her giggle even more. Now there were 3 explorers in the magical fort.
Sammy, Mia, and Witty decided to go on a treasure hunt.
Sammy drew a pretend map on a piece of paper and led the way.
Mia held Witty's leash, and Witty followed along, sniffing the air as if he was searching for clues. They searched under the table, behind the couch, and even under the rug. Every time they found something interesting, like a shiny button or a lost crayon, Mia would cheer, "Treasure!" and Witty would bark with joy. Finally, Mia found a sparkling marble hidden behind a cushion.
"I found the special treasure," she shouted, her eyes shining with happiness. Sammy clapped his hands, and Witty did a little happy dance. They all returned to the fort to celebrate.
Sammy's mom brought them a plate of warm cookies and 3 cups of milk, one for Sammy, one for Mia, and a special doggy treat for Witty. As they munched on their snacks, the rain outside grew softer and softer. The fort felt even cozier, filled with laughter and happiness. Sammy looked at his friends and said, "Every day can be an adventure, as long as we're together." Witty curled up next to Sammy, and Mia snuggled in close with her bunny. The 3 friends listened to the gentle rain, feeling safe, happy, and loved. Soon, Mia started to yawn. Sammy read one last story, a gentle tale about a brave little fox who found his way home. Witty closed his eyes, dreaming of magical forests and hidden treasures. As the afternoon turned to evening, Sammy knew that the best adventures didn't always happen outside. Sometimes, the greatest adventures were the ones you shared with the people and pets you love most. And so, in their cozy fort, Sammy, Witty, and Mia drifted off to sleep, dreaming of new adventures to come.